Hello and welcome back to the Beaglington review, and this time I'm going to be reviewing this. It's a brand new train set from Hornby. So yes, this is a brand new train set from Hornby. There's a silhouette of a rather familiar character up here, which is quite funny. So this is the Playtrains Steam Goods Express train set, and there's lots of things written here. This is how it came. It came inside another brown box from Rails of Sheffield. Cost me just under £38, and that's because of the custom situation. So if you're outside the UK, obviously they remove the VAT and you pay it in your customs fees, which is why it's taken a little longer to get here. So we're going to take this over to the desk and open it up and have a look. Right, so here we have the train set on the desk, and I'm going to open it. So I've got my scissors. There we are, that's the Playtrains Steam Goods Express train set, or the R9361M. So it says lights and sounds, easy build track, infrared hand control, no wires, and a USB rechargeable battery. So this is a rather cool looking train set. There appears to be a Wild West background and a pool of radioactive greenness. So lots of imagination there, I suppose. We've got the sheriff's office, the bank, hardware store, a mining company. And we've got some TNT and hazardous waste wagons with our Danger tank engine. So this is similar to the Christmas train set that they have brought out, but that one doesn't have a controller to go with its 040 as far as I'm aware, whereas this one does. You can have a look at the back there. A re-railing crossover, apparently. So that will help the young ones get the trains onto the track. Let's see how this is packed now. Get it out of the box. That's everything that's in the box. And no more polystyrene packaging on train sets these days by the looks of things. It's all nicely bound up there to cardboard. So we have the instructions here. Just say track can be assembled and disassembled easily, and you need to fit 2 AAA batteries into the controller, and it says do not over tighten the screw, and it says batteries to be inserted at the correct polarity, because it's no good if they don't work because they go in the wrong way. So you've got the USB charging cable goes into the bottom of the tank engine, and when it's charging the light will flash, I think, and then when it's fully charged it'll be solid. So that should be easy enough. And then there is a switch on the underside for which train you're controlling, I think, and well, you can read it anyways. So yeah, it's just some basic stuff. So I'm going to remove this now from the cardboard. Right, so that's the stuff off there, and I'm going to leave the track attached there until we're setting it up on the floor. So we'll just have a look at this now before I leave it to charge. So we've got the wagons here, and I suppose if I set it up like on the box, those are nice strong magnets. They reject, so it goes that way. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'd say that's nice and strong, although I'm going to have to try and find a way to make sure I can couple this to the rest of my rolling stock, because I want to be able to. So I'll take the camera down now and we'll have a bit of a closer look. So this is our USB rechargeable tank engine, and the great thing about this is that the technology that's now within this train could be adapted for a backup loco for your exhibition layout when the electrics are not working, for instance. So you could keep something running, and because it's remote control, you could even have one of these on a line on your very detailed railway for children to run like at an exhibition while you're running other trains elsewhere. You could even hand over the controller to other kids and stuff, and just say, you take control of the railway while we're talking about this, that, and the other thing, so that the kids don't get bored. But it's a very cool looking train, and you can see that it's obviously been inspired by an industrial sort of tank engine. It's the best I can say, because obviously you've got these You've got these splashes painted on, but they're not actually, you know, it's just a nice pattern. It's difficult to find things to say about it at the moment because I haven't really looked at it that much. I've not really seen pictures online. I've seen the review of the Christmas one by Sam's Trains, so it's pretty light. It's not too light, but it's pretty light. There's no metal there. There's a CAN motor in there by the looks of things. Plastic wheels. You've got traction tires there, which should be pretty good. You've got your AB switch and your USB-C socket there. We've got our light at the front, and oh look, we've got some sounds there. So it's already got some charge, but I'm going to make sure that we plug it in and get it charged up. So let's have a look at the other things we get here. This is the new design of van for the Playtrains range, and it looks very cool with this explosives TNT livery, you know, with like a good exploding wagon here down in Beaglington-On-Sea. The axles are held in not with bearings, but with these sort of, I suppose, like clips. So we'll see how versatile they are. I was thinking about whether you'd be able to replace these chassis with the new railroad chassis so that you could make a converter wagon, but I'll have to see, you know, whether you can just glue some like glue any end pocket onto the end of one, and so you'd have it would be your converter wagon. Then I might try that with the TNT. You'd have to glue a pocket. You couldn't glue the coupling straight because, you know, they would clash when you're using these. But yeah, that's the plan. You've got a nice plank pattern going in the bottom of the wagon and on the inside as well, so it's not just smooth. There's a nice bit of relief there. Your kids probably aren't going to be too fussed about that. I mean, there's even this rivet detail on the underframe as well, which is pretty cool. I don't know if I hold that up there, you can probably see it. So that's a nice addition there. Got a nice coal load in the back of this tank engine as well. There's a big old standby kind of on-off button symbol on the top of the dome. I suppose you could say that's maybe like part of the safety valve arrangement or something. You've got two little whistles also molded in on the front of the cab. I'm not sure how easy it will be to paint the inside of that cab because the roof does come off by the looks of things, or rather it's attached. You could get it off, but it has a bar that goes across the top here, so yeah, that would be a bit of a challenge, I suppose. Unless, I suppose, if you took the body off, the chassis here will probably stay down there, so you can take it off and paint it from underneath. These would be quite cool for people to relivery as well as something to practice on, because I think you can pick them up from about £23 or something like that. So yeah, I'm going to get that charged up and set up the track, and we'll see how it runs. Right, so the locomotive's still charging. It's been charging for a while, so I'm going to unplug the cable. There we go. There's battery there anyways. Now, which of this? So now we have the controller here, which I've placed some batteries in, and it has a section here with B and A, and that relates to the switch on the bottom, which is B and A. So obviously you can operate two trains, so this is about which signal the train you're using is running off of, and you can switch it on both, which is handy. So we can actually turn it on, and we can control the light. That's on and off. Keep it focused on the train. And then we have sounds, off and on. It's a whistle. So we've got a few different whistles, and we can press this other button. This is the ambient sounds, so we've got like shovel sounds. Oh, there's a whistle. That's evidently passing its speed. And we also have forward and reverse. And there's 2 speeds for that. And there's a stop button as well. So I'm going to set up the track and we'll test this out on that. And it should be pretty good. Right, so here we have the track, and we're just going to cut these ties off. Now I believe that these pieces of track have a different connector to the older Playtrains track, but I'm not sure, so you'll have to check. I don't know about the backwards compatibility, but I do know that there is supposed to be a track pack coming out to give you a passing loop or something for this particular train set, the start of the track, because the Christmas track comes with, or the Christmas train set comes with white track, and this is grey. And you'll see on here we have R1, so this is Radius 1 Playtrains track. And we'll just see now how easy it clips together. That is pretty good. And obviously, if you wanted to, you could, if you wanted to make it look more detailed, you could probably paint it. So now we have the figure of 8, and as you can see, it's actually quite large. So you could have this just as a circle as well. So we're going to get the train down onto it now. I'll move the camera, we can see it close up. We can see how this railing section works. Right. So here we have the track, and this is the railing section. So it will just allow you to put your train straight on, and it just goes straight into the grooves, nice and easy. And then we put our other wagons on the track. So that's 1. And that's 2. Ooh, those are strong magnets. Try and keep it spaced out, and we can couple them up. So we're going to put on our train, the Danger. Let's stand on. Reverse. We have 3 speeds of reverse. Only 1 apparently. It's stuck. It can't go any further than that. It's odd. There we go. Oh, it's got derailed by our water spray. Right. So we'll put that back on the track again. And we'll try this again. Now obviously our child is going to want this to work well the whole time, but seems to be an issue with the wheels on that wagon. They come out of their alignment. No, they're still spinning. Let's see if we have better luck going forwards. I'll just check the red van as well. No, they're all still fine. Right, let's try forward. So this is 2. Yeah, that's full speed now. It's going to come back around in front of the camera. Yeah, and it's fallen off the track already. There you go, it's rerolled itself though. It appears that the front wheel, or the front axle, isn't actually going around at all. This is very interesting. We'll see again now, if you watch the front axle, it's not going around. And we'll see now if I press the stop. Okay, don't stop then. Stop. And we just put it on 1 speed step. Yeah, that wheel is not going around. And they are within the track. Something unusual going on here. Now it's just derailing itself. Right, let's just take a look at the engine and see. it's jammed. The wheels have actually jammed in place. There we go. Right, seems to be free rolling now. So yeah, if you heard that click there, that was something stuck. Right, so that was forwards again. Let's try going in reverse again. This is on the slowest reverse speed. Seems to be going right. That's the second reverse speed. There we go. So it's a few small issues with sticky wheels, perhaps, but other than that, now it seems to be working all right. And I do like this innovation. You've got these little whistles that come on whenever the train changes direction as well, I think. Put a bit of speed up now. And the light is nice and bright as well. So we'll just reverse it back to the stop, and I think I'll give my conclusion. Yes, that's the Hornby Steam Goods Express Playtrains Trainset, and I'll just pop the box down. There we go. So, yes, what do I think of it? Well, it seems like a good starting point for kids getting into the railway that don't need anything with too much detail, you know, stuff that's going to break off or anything. It's a very charming little train set. I quite like the Hazard Waste and the TNT wagons, and it would be cool to get some more wagons to go with it, but also to see what I can do with it as well. I'm really looking forward to trying to attach some form of coupling to it, perhaps to the back of underneath of the engine where the do not bin symbol is. But I'll have to see how it matches up with buffer heights or coupling heights or whatever. Would I buy it again? Would I buy another Playtrains train set? Yeah, I think I'd like to get the Christmas train set. I'd like to get the green engine that they're doing as well. And I'd like to try some of the larger ones as well, because I think they're quite cool. And like I say, we get electrical problems all the time on Beaglington-On-Sea, so it'd be nice to have something that can be running while I'm having issues as well. And then also I'd like to see them do a little diesel shunter. I think that could be really cool. Whether it be something like the Class 6 kind of style, or, you know, whether it would be like the 040 Class 8 thing that Hornby 00 did, that would be kind of cool. Or even to see some GER livery, like that Dinky. Was it Dinky? It was like Dinky or 00 GER 040 tank. That was quite cool. So yeah, my conclusion is, does it work? Yeah, reasonably well. Obviously we had a bit of a sticky axle there. I'm not sure what that was about. Maybe there was a bit of flash on the axle or something that was getting stuck, but it's working fine now. The sounds could be a bit louder, but at least they're not going to be annoying if your children are running them all the time on Christmas Day. The light is very good, nice and bright. The sounds are quite cool as well. So what more can I really say about it? I don't know. But yeah, there we are. There's the new Playtrains train set. Was it worth the wait? Yeah, I think it was. Funny to see that some things are more detailed than others, and the rivet detail is really quite cool on the underframes, and you've got this strapping here as well, which I failed to mention. I did mention the timber to the side. So obviously I probably should have tested it on the railway, but I'm going to save that for the Halloween special, because obviously it's danger engine. Thank you very much though for joining us again here at the Beaglington Review. I know we're not a serious reviewing outlet, but it's just fun to take something, open it, and give you a few views. So that's all we've got time for. Thank you very much for watching. You've been a wonderful audience, and we'll see you again for another review soon. Don't forget you can also like, comment, share and subscribe, and you can also use the subscribe button on the playlist thing. But for now, I'm off to, well, I'm going to go play with this train set. So, ta-ra.